We have had such a good response. We've had over 150 people here today to the host farm at Cairnborrow at Huntly. A fantastic turnout of people, a huge amount discussed, and I think we've walked away with a few conclusions, but a lot of questions as well.
I was talking about virtual fencing and virtual fencing collars, which is a very exciting new technology which just come onto the market. Still in the early stages, it's still quite expensive, there's still a lot to learn. But I think it's a very useful tool for farmers looking to manage sensitive habitats like designated sites like triple SIs, and even moorlands with blanket bogs and peatlands, and potentially forestry areas. It can give us really precise control over where grazing livestock are going, and also monitoring as well. So I think there's a lot of applications moving forward for the technology.
So without the need to grow more, can they use what they're already growing better? And for that I've talked about rotational grazing. Under rotational grazing we utilise about 30% more than we utilise under set stocking. So improve quality, improve utilisation with better grazing management to improve the farm business profitability.
So the key changes that we've made on our farm in terms of beef efficiencies is looking at tightening our calving periods. That was really important for us, taking away those tail end calvers that were producing those smaller, younger calves that were more difficult to fit into our winter feeding schedule. Adding more clover into our grass. We have a really good tight arable rotation on our farm, and we have barley for 2 years, and then it gets re-sown grass under sown barley, and we added a lot more clover into that grass mix. That has increased our protein content in our silage analysis, and visually then you can see there's a lot more clover, high quality grass in that mix.
There's a real opportunity for the farming industry and beef farmers in particular to engage in the ongoing programs that the government are planning, because that will give them an insight into what the future support might look like in 2 or 3 years' time when we've got new primary legislation. So it's a real opportunity. Things are changing fast. The retail sector's changing. The policy sector side of things is changing as well. And farmers are going to have to try and adapt to these things.
What we've been hearing is that folk are completely aware that there's a need for change. They understand that we've got new challenges coming, consumer demand and emissions and biodiversity, as well as producing food. And folk are saying, well look, there's so much to do here, it can be a bit overwhelming. What we're hearing is that people say, okay, let's start with something. Let's at least start the journey, start thinking about how we transition and meet some of these opportunities and challenges.
And there's been loads of key take-home messages from a range of speakers that hopefully people can take home and implement to adapt their business to make it future-proof for the challenges that are coming forward.